Welcome, everybody, to the Chicago Bulls Minicamp Scrimmage. Man, we actually get to talk about Bulls basketball. You see Zach LaVine, leading scorer from last year's squad, leading the charge for the Chicago Bulls team in what's been a very busy offseason. I'm Amin, and I'm just so pleased that I get to say this. Alongside Stacey King, my guy, my brother, I'm so happy to get to talk and see you, my man.
Man, it seems like it's been a minute, Adam, and I know you've been awful busy, and COVID has kind of gotten us separated, but anytime that we can get on Zoom together, I get excited.
I appreciate this. I know Bulls fans are excited about this. Bulls TV, we're happy to be with you. We're going to give you a little bit of an insight into the minicamp scrimmage that these guys have been undergoing. The group activities are finally starting up, giving this Bulls team, this young group, a chance to get in some reps together, hang out together. They went through daily COVID testing throughout these 3 weeks. They have like this mini bubble themselves, so they have the chance to go golfing together. So, Stacey, it's just good to build up chemistry, I would imagine, for all these guys, especially such a young group.
I'm just excited with the direction the Bulls are going into. You know, when you brought in a new front office, sometimes change is good, as we know. And I'm really expecting big things out of these guys this season.
We got a little bit of a look at these guys, but Stacey, when you get a look at the roster, the way it's built right now, the changes in the front office, number 4 pick on its way, still a lot to be excited about as we get set for this little stretch here.
Well, I think there's an excitement with these young players right now. They got a whole new coaching staff that they're excited about. Everybody knows Billy Donovan's resume. He's a great NBA coach, great college coach. He's great with young players. So I think Bulls fans have to be excited about that change, as well as the front office. The Bulls have done a very, very good job of restructuring their front office, restructuring the coaching staff, and it looks like they're going in the right direction. Now, the players still have to play the game, Adam, as you know. But this is the start right here, getting continuity and a balance with the players that are here, bonding experience. This is probably the most they've hung out with each other in a year or so. So, because you're in a bubble and you're restricted to only go certain places. And, so they probably spent a lot of time with each other in this bubble, which has been a great thing probably.
They're playing these little mini scrimmages. They just go up to 7 points, kind of normal rules, but good to see that these guys are getting after 5-4 lead for the Black Squad right now.
Well, I think what you're going to see under Billy Donovan, you're going to see, floor spacing, push the ball in transition when they have the numbers. You're going to see Zach LaVine, Kobe White get out in transition a lot more. The bigs for the Bulls, Lowry and Daniel Gafford and Wendell Carter Jr. being able to get out in the wings and run and get some easy opportunities, probably more than we've seen over the last couple of years.
Quick win for the black team there. Sato, Chandler, Denzel, Daniel, and Lowry pick up a quick victory. Great to see these guys get after it. We've got plenty coming up here on Bulls TV. I'll have a chance to sit down with the new Vice President of Basketball Operations, AK, and with the new all-rookie selection this past season, Kobe White.
Hey, this is Chandler Hutchison. Don't forget to take action this election season. Make sure you are registered because you can even vote early. Visit bulls.com/vote for more information.
The little things in life often mean the most. It's the same with social distancing. Just 6 feet helps slow the spread of COVID-19. And wearing a mask? Not a big deal, right? Small actions can keep us all safe. And when you sanitize or wash your hands, that little time spent can make a big difference. Because the virus, too small to see, is a big deal. And when you do the little things, you can stop its spread. Advocate Aurora Health, we're here for you.
You see the new squads, the red team and the black team. Get to see Kobe White and Zach LaVine out there with Wendell Carter. A couple of the Windy City Bulls in action as well. But Stace, it's a roster that feels like it's going to have a little explosiveness as you see right there.
Yeah, I think, when you look at this team and you saw the success that like the Phoenix Suns team had in the bubble and you saw some of these younger teams, the Bulls have just as much young talent, if not better young talent than those teams. And it's just a matter of getting them all on the same page. I hope watching The Last Dance woke these guys up a little bit because, to see that and to see what it takes to be a winner, what it takes to come every single day ready to play. This is a job. This is your job. And There's no more excuses now. They've got to perform. They've got to stay healthy. They've got to compete on both ends, and I think they're going to do that under Billy Donovan. I think you watching this scrimmage, Adam, you can see the energy level. Guys are
Yep.
they know that AK is watching. They know Mark is watching. They know all the people who are new are watching. So this gives them a chance to form. They want them to see how they're playing, to form an opinion of them. Say, hey, look, I'm a guy that can play some minutes for you. So everyone's out here competing, and that's what you want.
Again, these guys are playing to 7, so a chance for the red team to maybe put it away.
See Kobe right there, taking a deep three from Rockford. Oh, my.
Our replays are brought to us by Advocate Healthcare. How about this elevation and maneuvering?
Ooh, serving and swerving, baby. Oh, get out the way. Oh, Lord.
I missed this, brother. I just missed it. I missed it in my ears.
Give me the hot sauce, Larry. I was ready.
It's soothing.
Adam, you just see the flow, even though it's just a pickup game. You can see the athletic ability that some of these guys play with. We already know what Zach can do. We already know how athletic he is. But Lowry, you see Denzel right there with a game winner. He called game winner. He's a guy that I expect to find a role for, because he's a guy that does so many different things well. Billy Donovan is an exciting coach. He's great with young players. He's been a winner everywhere he's gone, from a player to coach at Florida, Providence. His record is impeccable, and he's got a great reputation of developing young players, which the Bulls have a lot of young players. How can you not be excited?
Yeah, plenty to be pumped up about. Scrimmage underway here at the Advocate Center.
See Kobe right there playing point guard. That's what you want to see. You want to see his maturation. Can he play point guard? Can he run the show and get his teammates involved? We all know he can score. But can he go down there and get his team in the offense, run the offense, and get buckets?
Pleased to be joined from the Bulls bubble by the new Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations, Arturas Karnisovas. AK, we appreciate the time. I imagine that this is a very exciting time for a lot of people, including yourself, getting a chance to be with these guys and be with the personnel for this Bulls roster during the bubble.
No question. For a lot of those guys, they haven't done anything like this since March. So it's great to see him in the gym, great to see him in group setting, interacting with their teammates and hanging out. So it's been great.
I imagine that the announcement of Billy Donovan as the new head coach has brought a new buzz around the facility, around the organization. Can you just give me a sense of what drew you and Mark Eversley to Billy Donovan as the new head coach for the Bulls?
Yeah, so, there's a lot of excitement around, just talking to players. They cannot wait to meet a new coach. Hopefully at some point he's going to get here to Chicago. So we're looking forward to it, and we'll take it from there.
Is there something, when you look at the current personnel of this roster, you look at Billy Donovan coming in, I know a lot of folks are very excited about the direction it seems like this organization is going. Is there something that sticks out to you maybe more than anything else that gets you excited about the next season for this organization?
Well, there's been a lot of, obviously, in the media about maximizing your players, and I think Billy has done it through all his career. So that's why there's so much excitement with players, that he's gonna, offensively or defensively, is gonna use, a lot of the players to their strengths, and that's what we're looking forward to seeing.
You guys got a chance to watch the growth of Denver as an organization, become a playoff team, become a team that takes a San Antonio to 7 games last year. You saw what they did during the playoffs in the bubble this year, falling to the Lakers. But that growth, I imagine, for basketball fans is something that they're looking to mimic for other organizations if they're a fan of another team. I'm sure Bulls fans feel that way. I've certainly been impressed by everything that Denver has done the last couple of years. Is there a parallel that you can find, whether it's from your own experiences or from maybe watching this Nuggets team do what they did, and maybe you can use that or use that as a benchmark for what this Bulls organization could be capable of?
Well, there's one way to build your program. So it took a lot of patience, and the ownership of Denver Nuggets obviously showed that. And now they have a team that is competing every year. So it's a sustainable, success by the team that is still really, really young. So we can mimic here because we have a good mix of young players and vets, and we'll see what we have. The first thing for them is to find ways to win as a team. So we'll figure that out once we're going to be able to prepare for the next season.
I'll let you go with this. Just a hello from somebody who you and I know very well. PJ Carlissimo, your old college coach at Seton Hall, was one of my first broadcast partners, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that PJ wants me to say something bad about you because that's what PJ does, and then he would laugh about it. But I wanted to pass that along from our good friend PJ Carlissimo.
He cannot say anything bad about me because, I'm probably the only player that actually started for him in 4 years. So it was very successful there, early 90s, and I really enjoyed to be coached by PJ. And through the years now, when I see him, exchange pleasantries, and it's great still to see him in our industry and commentating games, commentating NBA games.
AK, as always, man, we appreciate the time. It's an exciting time to be a Bulls fan and be a part of the organization. Best of luck going forward, all right?
Thank you very much. I'll see you soon.
Really appreciate AK and just getting his insight. And on this roster, man, here we go. Kobe White looking for a win.
Bang, bang, bang. Oh, my goodness. Pack up the bags and go home, baby. It's over.
Well, perfect timing. We're going to get a chance to sit down and chat with the new all-rookie selection of the Chicago Bulls, Kobe White, coming up on Bulls TV.
The little things in life often mean the most. It's the same with social distancing. Just 6 feet helps slow the spread of COVID-19. And wearing a mask, not a big deal, right? Small actions can keep us all safe. And when you sanitize or wash your hands, that little time spent can make a big difference. Because the virus, too small to see, is a big deal. And when you do the little things, you can stop its spread. Advocate Aurora Health, we're here for you.
Hey, this is Kobe White. Don't forget to take action this election season. Make sure you are registered because you can even vote early. Visit bulls.com/vote for more information.
Some of the sights from watching these guys get back at it for the first time in a long time. I know the general mood was very uplifted when these guys got the opportunity to be back with one another and compete with one another one more time. So it's been fun to see some of this here on Bulls TV. We'll get a chance to see one more go with a couple of these squads. This time they'll go up to 11 in this contest. You see the gray team and the black team. So we'll get a chance to watch a little bit of this right now, Stace. And I'm kind of thinking about what's happened in these playoffs, the level of athleticism that, these teams that are remaining or consistently play with. It feels like the Bulls are up there. And maybe they have been, and we haven't talked about it as much, but it feels like this is the level of athleticism that Billy Donovan can really do some things with as Arch hits the three.
Well, I mean, that's one thing you can never say that this team is not athletic because they do have a lot of good athletes. I think that the one thing that is going to really you're going to have to see improvement is competing every night. No matter how many games it is, whether it be 65, 75, 82 games, they have to compete at a high level every night. You can't take nights off. And you've got to beat the teams, Adam, and we've been saying this. You've got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. If you have more talent than a certain team, you've got to beat that team. And that's how you get yourself in the playoffs. That's how you establish a winning environment, a winning program, is to come out and compete every night on the defensive end because we know they can score. We know they can put the ball in the basket. It's just competing on the defensive end and getting after teams.
Kobe White with a smooth-looking jump shot. He'll tie this contest up at 5 apiece.
And Kobe looks very comfortable playing the point guard spot, and we've seen some of the parts in the scrimmage coming off screens, high pick and rolls, pop and shoot. Because he's such a deadly shooter, he's going to be a tough tough guard because he's also got a deadly mid-range game. A lot of people didn't get a chance to see a lot of that last year, but he's got a deadly mid-range game, and I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised with the way he runs the team.
Oh, Zach
but not on that defensive end right there, because I think he caught a cold. This is summertime, baby. He's already catching a cold at the Advocate Center. Woo! Look at that blue right bomb. We call that a blow by.
Bringing some heat, Zach LaVine with our Advocate Health replay. There's
hot
a long-range shot.
Hot sauce. Give me the hot sauce,
marketing, baby.
That's my guy right there. That's my pick to come back and have a strong season. I think he's going to come back and have a great season, and that's going to be a big reason why the Bulls have success.
Well, he was really pumped up when he got a chance to talk with Billy Donovan about what his role may end up being in this grouping of personnel and getting back to using those skills that made him one of the top players in college coming out.
Yeah, he's just got too much talent. I mean, he can now. What I like to see, and I continue to see, is to see him get in the post right here. You see how he can work the post a little bit, get some matchups, because he's going to get – there's Zap right there taking his candy, trick or treat. It's not Halloween yet, baby. He's taking candy.
Pulling up for three, though.
Bang, bang, hot sauce. As he's taking the candy from Lowry Market and goes in and raise up. Zach is one of the better in-game three-point shooters in the league. I mean, he can stop on dime. And now right here, watch this high pick and roll. We just talked about this pick and roll and how Kobe has been dominating. There it is again right there. He gets the switch.
Oh, that's for the win, Stacey?
Yeah, that's for the win. He's going home. Pack it up. That's the second time. He told you the first time to pack up and go home, but you didn't listen. So now he's making sure.
Kobe White banging down another game winner. We got a chance to catch up with the clutch Kobe White not too long ago. Pleased to be joined by Bulls second-year guard Kobe White, fresh off his selection to the NBA All-Rookie team. Congratulations, first and foremost, on that, Kobe. How did that feel to get that honor?
It felt great. It was a blessing. You always got to give God the glory. It was a blessing to be a part, of that type of thing. Now, a lot of players can say they're able to do that in their career, so it was an honor to be part of that status.
So well-deserved, well-earned, man. Let's talk a little bit about paying it forward now and looking ahead. Billy Donovan gets hired as the head coach of the Bulls. Give me a sense of your feelings on that, what you know about him, what you're excited about.
I'm excited. Everybody's excited around here. Personally, he didn't recruit me. Well, he was in his pros when I was in college, but I have heard nothing but great things about him. I'm really close with CP, so got a chance to talk to CP about him. He said he's a really great dude. He's going to do really great things for us as a team and as an organization. So I'm excited, and I can't wait to get to work.
I'm thinking about what it must be like as a young NBA player, and obviously I'll never understand what that's like, so I'm going to turn to you for your expertise on that. What is it like after going through a full year? And I understand this is a very strange year, but going into year number 2, now that you have a feel for the NBA, for your process, for your preparation, are there things that you want to do differently individually as you prepare to get ready for another NBA season?
I think just continue to keep doing what I'm doing. Continue to grind, continue to get in the gym, continue to stay humble, continue to be willing to learn. For me, the biggest part is just willing to learn and willing to get better and willing to take that criticism and, willing to hear what I need to get better at. So I've been working a lot this summer on many different things, but I've keyed in on finishing around the rim, finishing around the rim, shooting off the dribble, and playmaking are, my 3 biggest things that I've been working on. So that's what I've been working on this whole summer.
No, great insight there, man. If you've been watching a little bit of the NBA playoffs as they get set for the finals, what stuck out to you? Are there any moments? Are there any players, any performances that you can kind of think of in the last few weeks of watching the playoffs that stuck out?
Shout out to my fellow rookie, Tyler Hero. Had a great performance, had a great Eastern Conference Finals. So, always supporting the rookie class and, and that from that perspective, and it was exciting. It's exciting playoffs. It's different. It's different from most years, So, but it's fun to watch. It's been fun to watch, and it just makes you want to be in the playoffs even more, just to compete on that type of level.
It's a great answer, man. 20 points plus per game in the Eastern Conference Final. Pretty good run for him. For you personally, I know fans love to see your reaction. You've got this great, energetic, bubbly personality that people really appreciate. The big smile, I can see it right now, which always makes people feel good, man. But I have to tell you, the video of you raving over the French fries.
They got chicken burgers, but the main thing is the fries was fire.
They on point?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, fire.
You gonna see.
I would not let you down, bro.
As a fellow French fry fan, give me your favorite French fry, whether it's a fast food joint, whether it's something you get from home. What's your favorite?
Yeah.
You hesitated. You hesitated.
No,
there.
because this is where I'm going with it. Okay, because not many people know this place. You gotta be from where I'm from or down where I'm from, but Cookout is a fast food restaurant.
Yes.
Yeah, Cookout. Cajun fries off the charts. Cajun fries, fire.
No, hey, for those of you who do not know, if you go to the South at any point, go to any southern state, drive around, you find a Cookout.
Go to it.
It's cheap. They have the biggest menu of any southern fast food place you'll find. Kobe White highly recommends it. I'll vouch for him on that.
For
brother.
sure. For sure. Best fast food restaurant known to me.
You're also one of my favorite memes. Your draft night when your teammate Cam Johnson got drafted, the wow meme.
He went what? Wow, bro. That's crazy. That's so love, bro.
I just wanted to say a thank you for all of us who are Twitter users for giving us that great moment, that moment of fun, that moment of appreciation. What's that like seeing your fellow teammates at one point or another perform well in the NBA?
It means a lot, man. It means a lot. Like I said, Cam, wasn't expected to go that high, but, I wasn't surprised at all. Like I said during the draft, I wasn't surprised because I know what type of person he is. And it showed, he got his opportunity, he got his calling during the bubble, and he played extremely well, and he was killing. So it showed why he was number 11, and it showed why they picked him because he got the job done. He got his number called, and he showed up to the plate.
I want to thank you, man. I appreciate this. This is our first time really getting a chance to go back and forth for a few minutes. I know it's an exciting time right now in the bubble. I'll leave you with this last question. Just what's it been like being back and seeing your teammates and getting back into the flow? What's it been like these first couple of goes at it?
Oh, it's been awesome, man. It's been great. It's been great, especially, for me, not being able to play basketball. I've never had, knock on wood, I never had any injuries, so physically I never had basketball taken away from me. I could always go hoop anytime I want. And during this quarantine, it's been extremely hard not being able to hoop. So for me, it's been good, not only physically, but mentally, man. Just getting back on the court, seeing my teammates, and being able to just run up and down the court and hoop. So for me, it's been great. It's been awesome. This bubble has been amazing. Shout out to the Chicago Bulls organization for making it amazing. It's been a great time for all of us.
Stay up, stay healthy, brother. We appreciate your time today, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me.
We appreciate Kobe White giving us some time. You know so many NBA people. I know a few, and we've talked with some people. The level of excitement around this, I keep using that word. I'm sure we've overused it, but it's an apt word because that seems to be the common theme. Anytime I mention the Bulls or somebody wants to talk about the NBA or I happen to bring up Kobe or Zach, hey, that the organization, what do you think about Billy Donovan? What do you think about the front office? And it seems like most people have nothing but great things to say about Arturas, Mark Eversley, and Billy.
Well, it's a breath of fresh air, and I said earlier, sometimes change is good. You got different people with different ideas, and you look at where both Mark and Arturas come from and their handprints on the teams that they left. I mean, those teams are very good basketball teams. Look at Denver. Denver's an up-and-coming team, could be a powerhouse in the West when LeBron James decides to hang them up. Philadelphia, where Mark comes from, was also very good as well. So they both had the pedigree. And then you look at Billy Donovan. You tie all that together, you've got a very strong nucleus of people, basketball minds who understand the game, know the game, and is going to push this franchise to where it once was. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to work with you. I'm excited all the things we're going to have fun doing. And it's going to be a blast this year for Bulls fans.
For Stacey King, our great Bulls TV crew, Adam, Amin, I'm glad we got to watch something a little bit more familiar, something familiar in these unfamiliar times. Got to watch our guys kind of rush up and down the floor and get back into the flow of things. I think that's something that is really important for all these teams that didn't get an opportunity to be in the bubble this year. But we appreciate, again, our friends at Advocate Health as they brought us this Bulls Minicamp scrimmage. Thanks for being with us.
Y'all vote safely. Beep, beep.
Hey, Bulls fans, thanks for watching. For more videos, just check them out right here.